Good day, everybody. My name is Joshua-Owie, and you're welcome to this PowerPoint training. So we'll be treating introduction to PowerPoint. I'll drop the link to downloading PowerPoint. PowerPoint is a Microsoft application alongside with Excel and others, and Microsoft Word, and it's majorly used for presentation. But before I go any further, I would like to say, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please kindly subscribe so that you'll be informed whenever we go live. So to continue with our PowerPoint training, I would like to say that just like in Excel and in Microsoft Word, we also have ribbons and we have tabs here too. So the ribbons, these are the ribbons. Together they are called ribbons, but individually they are called tabs. So this is Home tab, Insert tab, File, Draw tab, Design tab, Transition tab. We'll be making use of them gradually as we go on with our PowerPoint. So this side of the PowerPoint is called slide pane. So is where you see all the slides that you have, all the slides that we have. That's where we see it. Then this side at the bottom of it is where we have notes. You can see my cursor, notes. Here you can type in notes, what you want the person to see, and the likes. So that's what this is all about. So another thing about in this slide, the slide pane is where you create slides. All these slide pages will appear here. So if I create another slide, you can create a slide by clicking on new slide, or you click on enter. You click on enter to create a new slide, or another way to create a new slide is you also right click and then click on new slide. So there are three ways to create a new slide. The first one is you click on the existing slide, the slide before the slide you want to create a new slide on, and then click on enter, and then it creates a new slide. Or you go to in the Home tab, you go to this icon here and click on the new slide to create a new slide. Or the third one is you right click and then you create a new slide. So to delete the slides, what do? You click on the slide and then you right click, and then there you go, you delete the slide. You right click, you delete the slide. You right click, you delete the slide. So that's how it works. So we are going to be treating some things today, and then the first one we are going to be, the objective of this class is that so that we understand what PowerPoint is all about and how to navigate the interface. So now that we know that these are the slide panes, we know how to create a new slide. If you see, there's new slide, there's duplicate slide, there's delete slide. You want to add section, there's layout. What is this layout used for? We have title slide, title and content, section header, two content, comparison, and title only. So the title slide is what shows the title. This is our title slide. Where we are right now is a title slide. Okay, let me create a new slide so you see what I'm saying. To change the layout of this, once you click on layout, you will see title and content. It means this slide, you want it to be title and content. If you want to change the layout, you go again, section and section header. Are you seeing it? It will be a section and a header. If you want, you don't want it to be that way, you want it to be two contents. So you want to be able to add a header, a title at the top, add text by the side. So that's for this two contents. Then comparison. This is the comparison. If you want to make a difference, if you want to create a difference table and then you want it to show this way, this is how it goes. Then there are others. We have title only. It's only the title that will show. Other layout, we have blank layout. You want to be able to, if you want to configure it the way you want. Then we have others, content and caption. You want to have content and then you want it to have caption. So this is how it looks like. So I want you to play with them so that you see how it works. But for this, I'm going to use this PowerPoint training to create a presentation. So feel free to use anything you want to do to create a presentation. But why am I using this PowerPoint? So that you see that, oh, this is what we created from this class. So I don't have to create it and then send over to you. But when you see, by seeing how we created it, you will be able to recreate your own and also begin creating other PowerPoint related presentations and slides. So I'm going to name this title page Getting Started. Okay, let me just name it PowerPoint for beginners. So that's what I'll name it. PowerPoint for beginners. So, and what am I going to say? I'm going to okay, let me just add my name. By Peace Joshua-Owie. Okay. So if you look at this other side, you see PowerPoint suggestions. So it's creating suggestive design for us on how our title page should look like. So you can see great suggestive design. So PowerPoint for beginners by Peace Joshua-Owie. You can see how it's creating different designs for us. So we can choose this if we want to. So if you don't see this in your home tab, you go to design suggestions and then you see the design suggestions. Are you seeing it? So I kind of like this. Yes, but I want this to be here. Yep. Okay. So this is how it looks. So you see how beautiful it is. And so to create another slide, what slide can we create with this? So I'm going to create like an agenda page. So to create an agenda page, the layout, I'll create a title and a content layout so that I have modules, the modules that we are going to do in this course. The modules we are going to do in this course. So module one is going to be about introduction to PowerPoint. Then module 2 is going to be creating and managing slides. Module 3 is going to be working with text. Module 4, inserting images and media. Module 5 is going to be using shapes, icons, and SmartArt. Module 6 is going to be design and themes. Module 7 is going to be transitions and animation. Then module 8 is going to be presenting your slides. So this is how it looks like. And then there's something I'm going to do. I'm going to, go to the view tab. This is an introduction, but at the same time, it's something we are all working on. Before I go any further, I would like to save this PowerPoint so that I don't lose it. So what do? I'll go to File. In the file, I'll go to Save As, and then I'll save to this, my PC. PowerPoint for beginners, that's what I'll name it. So I have it saved. I do not want to back it up. So if you notice something, it's already giving me design suggestions. How the module should be. So you can see this module is already saying how you can choose from these design suggestions how you want the module to be. For me, I kind of like this. Okay, you can choose any one. I'm just showing us so that we'll see how it looks like. Introduction, creating. So how do you want it to look like? This looks good. Introduction to, so I'll leave it at this. So you can see my title slide, how it looks, and then my other slide, how it looks. So another thing I'm going to do, I'm creating it as far as I'm in the slide and my network is on and I'm subscribed to Microsoft 365, it will keep giving me suggestions. You can see design suggestions, different design suggestions that is giving me. It keeps giving me different design suggestions. So feel free to pick any one of your choice, how you want your design suggestions, how you want your PowerPoint to be. So PowerPoint is one of the most easiest applications to make do with. So apart from the layout that is here, you can also, layout is also here. You can also come here to select any layout of your choice. Picture and caption, so content with caption, blank. You can choose any layout of your choice. So like I said, these are the another way to also create a new slide is to press Ctrl M. Once you press Ctrl M, it creates a new slide. So I'll just delete, I'll leave the slide so we can continue. So what's the point we are going to be looking at in today's class? The first one is, what is PowerPoint? What is PowerPoint? So I'll just put my teaching points on this PowerPoint, and then we'll see how I'm doing it. So I'll name it teaching points. Teaching point. And then, okay. So what is PowerPoint? The first thing is to understand that PowerPoint is a tool for creating slideshows and presentations. Slideshows, that's what it's used for. It's used for creating slideshows and presentations. And there are a lot of things you can create with PowerPoint. You can create a proposal. You can create a lecture note, just like the one I'm creating right now. You can create a report, a PowerPoint, a report, a presentation report, a pitch deck. There are many things you can create with PowerPoint. So it's important that we get to know this. So like I said, it's for slideshows and presentations. So I'll just put it down. PowerPoint is a tool for creating slide shows and presentations. So what's the other key area? Ribbons. Be able to identify the ribbons. Like I mentioned, the ribbons, and then the individual tabs, and the slide pane and the note pane. These are the major areas. Like I said, these are the ribbons. Individually, they are called the tabs, and sectionally they are called groups. So this side is called the slide panes, where you get to see your slides, and at the bottom of it is your notes, where you can add a note to the PowerPoint. So these are the major areas in the PowerPoint. So I'll just put it down. So key areas to note in the PowerPoint: ribbons, tabs, okay, like home, like inserts, like design, like we see up there, etc. Then I'll close the brackets, and then the next thing is, like I said, slide pane, notes, note pane. These are the major areas in PowerPoint. And then the next thing is how to save, how to open, save, and close a presentation. So if you've already downloaded PowerPoint into your device, in this your search bar, once you click on PowerPoint, you can see my PowerPoint is already showing. So you just double click on it and then it opens. But for you to be able to use all these the icons in each of the tabs, you have to be subscribed to Microsoft 365. Microsoft 365, you find that here. So I'll drop the link to this. So it's a paid plan, so it's not free. So for personal, this is it. You can buy monthly for $10, or you buy yearly for $100. So these are the options. You can use Word, you can use Excel, you can use PowerPoint, Note 1, Outlook, and the others. So but if you work in an organization that is already subscribing to Microsoft 365, you have access to PowerPoint, so you don't have to buy another PowerPoint for personal, except you want to subscribe using another laptop or your personal email address. So that's it. So I'll just continue. Yes, so with this, says sorry, the design, it could not select design. So each time it's showing me that it cannot select design, what do? I can unclick, I can go to the previous, click on the previous slide and then click back, and it starts recreating design options for me. So you can see this, yes, teaching points. So PowerPoint is a tool for creating. You can see how it looks. So I'll create another one. I can just click on enter to create another one, to create another slide. So, and this slide is okay, I will edit this and just name it introduction. What I called my module 1 is what I'll call it. My module 1 is introduction to PowerPoint, so I'll just call it introduction to PowerPoint. I'll delete this. Then I'll add, to insert a text box, you go to insert. You can insert table, you can choose the table, you can insert table if you want to use table. You can insert pictures if you want to use pictures, either from your laptop, from your device, or from stock images. If you go to stock images, you see lots of images that you can use as pictures. Mine is loading, it will soon. Okay, yes, here we go. So there are different images here you can attach to to your presentation. You can use as part of your presentation. In your stock images, you see images, icon. These are icons. These are cut people, like cut out people, sticker, videos, illustrations, cartoon people, you know, illustrations. These are illustrations you can use. Then cartoon people, waiting for it to show, sorry. Okay, you notice at the bottom it said, as a Microsoft 365 subscriber, you have access to the full library of creative content. I'm currently subscribed to Microsoft 365. That's why I have access to all this content. But someone who is not subscribed will not have access to these things. So that's how PowerPoint works. So you can insert new slide under camera, shapes. You can insert shapes, icon, 3D models. You can insert 3D models. SmartArt, will get into SmartArt as time goes on. How to zoom in and out, content. So for now, we'll be using text box. We'll be using text box. I want to insert that teaching notes, so I will just call it teaching points, and then put it that way, drag it. I'm going to increase the size. So increase the size. When you get to home, you see these options, fonts. Under fonts, that's where you can edit everything related to fonts, from font color to, you know, you can edit everything relating to fonts in this area. Font color, font size. You can also bolden it if you want to. So teaching points, so I'll leave it at that. So you see how beautiful the presentation is turning out to be. So the third one I'll create is, I'll create module 2. Module 2. Okay, I want to be able to name it so that I can module 1. Module 1. Okay, so I'll create this as module 2. I'll name it module 2. And I'll call it creating, just like the name. If I don't want to let's say type it again, I can just go to the modules list and then copy it from there. So I will just come here. The objective. What's the objective? The objective is for us to learn how to organize, add and manage slide. So like I've mentioned how to add new slide, 3 to 4 ways to add new slides, and the different slide layouts, I've mentioned that, and then rearranging slides by dragging them, I've not mentioned that. So to rearrange slide, just hold with your mouse, hold the slide you want to, and then drag. So you can see I can shift slide wherever I want to. If you want to shift multiple slide, hold your control shift, hold your control and click. Hold your control, click on the slide you want to hold, you want to move, click on the next one, and then you can drag everything together. Are you seeing? You can move them. You can move them together, but I'm not moving them, so I'll just leave them where they are, just in case I have so many slides and I have to move them, move maybe a certain one to move some of them as a group to another area, or I want them aligned before some other slides. So you hold your control, select the slides, and then with your mouse you drag and move them to where you want them to be. So I'll write what this creating and managing slides is all about. So the teaching points, okay, the first one is what? Adding new slides. Like I said, there are 3 ways to add new slide, but I'll just keep one. Control plus M to add new slide. So different layouts, different slide layouts. We have title, we have content, we have blank, we have comparison, and there are a lot. I had mentioned them earlier. You can get all of them here. Look at all of them here. Title slide, title and content, section header. So those are the different type of slide layouts that we have. Then how to rearranging slides by dragging them. So the essence of this tutorial is not just to be able to create the PowerPoint, but to have a recreated handout for your use. So as you're seeing me create it live, you also have it to follow. So you know the different things that we learned in this video, and also know how to be able to use them. In the left pane. Okay, so I'll drop the activities for us so that we'll see. Okay, that'll be all. So adding new slide, different slide layouts, rearranging slides by dragging them. So if I want to, okay, you can see it's already giving me the contents for these slides. Okay, do I want that? Okay, I think this better fits. Okay, adding new slides. Okay, but it kind of look more like a title, so I will I would like it to be not so far from the one I used to have, something that look okay. I'll leave it at this. And then, just like I earlier said, I'll add a text box. So if I don't want to stress myself with adding a text box, I can come here and then hold it, Control C, and then come here, Control V. So you can see I have succeeded in copying from here and pasting it here. So it's still giving me more designs, so I can still continue choosing more designs till I'm done with this PowerPoint. So I'll create new slide again, new slide, and title it Module 3. Module 3, working with text. Working with text. So how do you work with text? Like I said, to insert a text box, this is how to insert a text box. Once you click on go to insert, click on text box, and then you click, you use your control, text box can only be created where, are you saying in my text box? I've created my text box. Okay, let me delete it again so you see how I created it. So I'll go to insert text box and then hold my control. I've created my text box. So that's how to create text box. So I will just create a text box and see. So we'll see how to edit it. How to edit it. This is already a text box. So what I will do is, let me delete this. Okay. Okay. I will do the module 3 first, so that when I'm done, I would guide us through it, working with text. So I'll leave it. Then if you want to create a text box, okay, I'll delete this. So to create a text box, this is, go to insert, text box. What's a text box? Text box is a place where you write text, where you can write text on. That's a text box. So this is a text box. This is also a text box, but it's a bigger text box. So once you remove, if you didn't write anything on the text box and you click outside the text box is gone. So you might have to go back and add another text box. So once I create a text box this time, and I'll add something to it. And what will I add to it? The objective of creating a text box. So the first one is to enter text in placeholder. In placeholder is this, where a place where you put text. That's a placeholder. So, and then knowing how to format your text, the font, the size, the color, the alignment, and how to create bullet and number lists. So that's what I'll be talking about right now. So how to enter. So entering text in placeholder. In placeholders, then formatting, text, font, size, color, alignment. So, and then creating bullets. Creating bullets and numbered list. So how do you, so to create a bullet, this is a bullet here. Under the home tab, under the paragraph group, you see bullets. That's where to get bullets. To get numbered list, this is where you get numbered list. Are you seeing it? So this is where you get numbered list. So the alignment, put it in the middle, put it in the left, put it in the align them equally, centralize, then put it in the left. So this is 1 column, 2 column, 3 column. So you want it column by column, column by column. So I'll keep it at 1 column. 1 column is this. So 3 column is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. The way columns in Excel are, so it will be 1, 2, 3. That's column. 3 column. 2 column, 1, 2. So but I'll keep it at 1 column. So this is, you want the spacing. Are you seeing it? You want the spacing to be this way. Are you seeing it? You want them to have spaces. So this is where you get that line spacing. And then horizontal, you want it to be horizontal. You want to rotate it. This is where you rotate your text. Icon here, you see horizontal, rotate by 90 degrees, rotate all text, stacked. So it depends on what you want. So there is also, you want to keep it at the top, middle, bottom. So that's where you get that. And then of course, even though we will not be working on this click art today, this smart art today, but it's something that we are going to be using. So this is how smart art works. You can, it's also a way to design your visuals. Are you seeing it? So you can change color. Once you click on any smart art, you can change color, the layout as well. But I'll go back. I do not want to use smart art for any of this. So this is where you get shape. This is where you can align. If you have an image here, you want it to be in order. You want one to be in front, you want one to be in back, at the back. You want what it to be visible in the arrange under the home tab. That's where you arrange which one comes forward, which one goes backward, which one do you want to show, which one do you want to lap on top of another. This is where you get it. Quick style, are you seeing it? As I'm hovering around it, you see the colors are changing. So the text, these are text styles. So shape format, under shape format, you see how you also see the text styles as well. You also see the text styles. You want the shape to feel, you want the shape effect. These are where you get shape effects. So these are where you get shape effects. So we have also word arts, how you want them to be, how you want the wordings to be. The word art, are you seeing it? How you want the word art to be. Then the text fill, the color, mine is currently black, but you can see if I change it to brown, red. So you can change colors in this place. You can change colors. So the choice of the color, you can make them there. Inside the shape art, you can also determine which one comes forward and which one goes backward. Under this selection pane, this is where you can also decide. Are you seeing all the selection panes are you seeing it? It's showing me everything that is in my placeholder. So I can decide which one comes forward, which one goes backward. Are you seeing it? So that's how it works. That's how it works. So I'll remove the selection so that I can continue. So I'll go to design selection so I can choose a more appropriate design for my module 3. Okay, working with others, this kind of look good, but I think this looks better, so that it just rhymes with what I am doing. Are you seeing it? So this is it. This is it. Okay, so that's where we get that. So now we have succeeded in doing 5 slides. You see how beautiful they look? So we are going to create another slide. We'll create 2 more slides, and then that will be the end of today's class, while we continue tomorrow. So the next slide we are going to be creating is of course, we created working with text, inserting images and media. Inserting images and media. Okay, so we'll handle this inserting images and media, and then we'll continue with these others tomorrow. So how to insert images and media. So I'll title it just like I said, Module 4, inserting images and media. So what's the objective for this module? It's so that we know how to insert images, icons, and media. So I had earlier mentioned how to insert images. You can go, when you go to insert, you see from your photo album. From your photo album, you can insert. Okay, if I want to insert, I can insert. Let me use this. I can insert from my device. So we'll see if my download has a PowerPoint thumbnail, and we'll see how it goes. So this is it. So you see, PowerPoint for beginners training that I had created. This is how it looks like. So I am free to select options in this way. Are you seeing how beautiful it looks? Are you seeing it? PowerPoint by piece. So with the design, with the help of the design, it's giving me beautiful different templates that best fits into what I want. Are you seeing it? Okay, so I can choose okay, I think I kind of like this. I kind of like this. So PowerPoint for beginners training. So you see how it looks? Beautiful. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. That's how to insert an image. So you see I've succeeded in inserting this image to this text, and with the help of my design, it has given it a beautiful visual, beautiful design. And so that's how it works. So to insert screenshots, you have a screenshot you want to insert, you can insert. Are you seeing it? So you want to insert screenshots. Well, I do not want to insert screenshots. I do not want to insert screenshots. So I will just go back. So that's how to insert screenshots. So to insert photo album, new photo album, you want to insert from somewhere in your device. So from photo album, that's where you can get that. Like I said, from shapes, you can insert any shape and design the shape and design the shape and design the shape. You can also insert a 3D model, SmartArt. So that's basically it for PowerPoint. It's one of the most easiest applications to use. One of the most easiest applications to use. You can also insert video. You can insert a video from your device, from a stock video, from an online video. You can also insert audio. You can also insert a screen recorder. A screen recorder. I will not be using that. So are you seeing it? So a screen record is almost like recording my screen. So I'll remove that. But it's useful when it's necessary for you to use it. So that will be all for today. So I'll just go ahead and of course, teaching objective. Then the first one is insert. I'll insert an arrow. I'll insert a shape that looks like an arrow. Okay. Okay. Once you click on tab, it takes you after the arrow. So I'll type pictures. I'll insert again. So I'll just Control C, Control V, and then move this here. Press my tab, and then it takes me forward. So this device, or online. So how many inserts did we see? You can insert pictures from this device, from online pictures, or from stock images. So I'll just put an extra stock images. So that's how to insert a picture. Then how to resize images by dragging corners. So resize images by dragging corners. Okay, like I earlier mentioned, so to resize the images, this is how to resize it. Drag the corner, the edge of it. That's how to resize it to either bigger or smaller size. So that's how to do that. So it's the edge that you drag, and then you are able to resize the images to the size that you want it to be. Then another thing I'll talk about is inserting icons and screenshots. and then adding videos, audios, video or audio. So okay, my screenshot is not correct. Again, you can also create a design here. If you don't see a design option, go to home and then go to design suggestions. It will create design suggestions for you. It will create design suggestions for you. So you can see it. But I don't like that. It's not giving me what I want. No. So I'll just stick with what I have. And then okay, and then select everything and go to click art, SmartArt. Okay, okay, in the home tab, click on the SmartArt. Okay, to show me different kind of SmartArt. Okay, it's isolating the icon. I'll click and right click. So if you cannot give me a SmartArt for this, I can recreate mine. By probably creating a rectangle of my choice. And then in the home, I want to create a spacing. Let's say a 2-line spacing between each of them. A 2-line spacing between each of them. And then Control C. I'll edit this. What do I want? I want it to have a different color, inserting shape. So I want it to have a different color. So the shape color, I want it to be, okay, blue is okay, but I think orange would best fit. I want to use orange. So I'll right click, Control C, Control V, Control V, yeah, and Control V. So I'll add them on top of this. So add them on top of this. Add them on top. So the next thing I'm going to do, I am going to bring it backward. Send backward. Are you seeing it? So as I send backward, send it to the back, I'm sending it to the back, send it to the back, so that my text box comes up. So you see it has sent it to the back. So that is what it has done. Another thing I can do is I can make the shape lighter. Selection pane. So this rectangle, are you seeing the rectangles? I can select them, and then the color, the fill color. Are you seeing it? If I want it to be no fill, but I actually want to fill it. So if I click on orange, I do not want it to be that kind of orange. I want the gradient to be okay, more gradients. So it will give me my text option. Okay, gradient field. I can choose my shape color here. Okay, blue suits. Blue isn't bad. So text option. Okay, so it looks kind of different. But this my shape, I'm going to use it to cover everywhere. I'm going to bring that what I used above, and I'm going to bring it here. So what do I do? The shape color, when it gets to shape, the shape is no fill, so I'm going to make it a high gradient blue, just like it is in the others. Okay, and I'm going to the text fill, I'm going to make it white. Are you seeing it? So it's just like the other ones that I have selected. But then the next thing I'm going to do is my text, I will make it centralized. I'll put it in the middle, so it's not, it can be like the others. Yep. Okay, this is a different shape, that's why it's showing me that way. So another thing I can do is I can insert a shape here. Seeing it? I can insert a shape here. Insert a shape, rectangle, the rectangle that covers everywhere. So, and then I'll send backward, send to the back, so that my image comes to the front why in my image I put no fill, so that it doesn't have a fill. Then I will reduce the size. Go to home and reduce the size so that it aligns with the size here. The size is 40. The size should be 40. So the color, I'll make this same color. So what do? The shape fill again. I'll go to the color. Yep, that's the color. So you can see that by doing this, I've almost replicated exactly what is done here. So you can do this by yourself. You can also use the design option. Just in case the design option did not show, you can do it yourself. Get it? You can do it yourself. And drag it a bit down. Okay, check the boxes. Okay. Okay. So this is how it goes. This is how it works. Then here we go. So I'll save, and then we'll continue from there in our next class. So you see, we have just created a simple PowerPoint presentation for this training. A simple PowerPoint presentation for this training. Feel free to create your own of your choice using any topic, and feel free to also post it on LinkedIn and tag me at my name is Joshua-Owie. So it's www.linkedin.com/n/peace Joshua-Owie. So that's my LinkedIn name. So feel free to tag me, and I'll comment to also increase your the awareness of your presentation and give you thumbs up. Thank you. That will bring us to the end of today's class. So like I said, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please feel free to subscribe, and feel free subscribe so that, and also share the video so that people can be aware that something like this does exist. So thank you. That brings us to the end of today's presentation, and bye for now.